What a move by Howie Roseman! Whoa! Everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. Has it not been one crazy day? One great day. They say Halloween is trick or treat. Well, the Eagles got the treat, and the Cowboys got the trick. The Eagles received a franchise running back for a 4th round pick. What do you know? I can't believe it. So with that said, Philly 500 is out in the garage for a celebration stogie. Now, truthfully, this video was going to be done whether the Eagles had made a trade or not. It was Halloween, and I was coming out to talk about Halloween-y type stuff. So, we'll just maybe combine this stuff together. So, what I got here is a stogie, and this is a victory stogie, and this will be dedicated to one Howie Roseman for robbing the Miami Dolphins blind today. Blind. And it amazes me how many people are trying to act like the Eagles got ripped off. The Eagles didn't get ripped off. The Eagles ripped off. So, Howie Roseman, we dedicate this to you. And if there's a lot of noise in the background, I can't help it. It's Halloween. People are still out, even though I just got back a little while ago. I like this, mama. Ooh, that's so sweet. That tastes good. Like victory. That's right. Big win for the Eagles. That, as Hannibal Smith said, of the A-Team, I love it when a plan comes together. So, the Eagles made an amazing trade. Just an unbelievable trade to pull off at the trade deadline. Truthfully, in football, I don't remember this big of a trade getting pulled off, you know, especially on Halloween. Never seen anything like it. And they're not the only ones. I mean, the Buffalo Bills pulled off a pretty good trade themselves, in my opinion, getting Kelvin Benjamin. I can't believe they got him. You know, NFL, maybe they're starting to trade at the deadline a little more, which makes it exciting. But let's try to think about this. What would the reason be that the Eagles were able to get Jay Ajayi? Well, how did that happen? So, and here's what I'm thinking. This is what I think happened. The Eagles took advantage of a situation in which the coach and the player were feuding. The player was called out by the coach and didn't like it. And he was called out publicly, apparently, by the coach. Now, a lot of players will get pissed off that this happens. And I think the coach didn't like the player didn't like the coach, and they would just assume trade him. Kind of like Chip Dip Kelly and what he did to Buffalo. So now you hear how Jay Ajayi he's got bad legs, and oh, he's a cancer in the locker room. He's selfish player, and he starts all these problems. Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? This team don't mind taking a guy with a gas mask on, smoking pot, but Jay Ajayi says a few things and they get upset? Please. And let me tell you, there was no rumors of any problems with Jay Ajayi. Not like other players in the league that you know are a problem or a cancer. There is nothing coming from Jay Ajayi until after they traded him. This is what I call save your butt time. You gotta have a reason and an excuse to give the fans, to give to the owner, so when this whole thing comes back and bites you in the butt, you have an excuse. But the truth is, the excuse is only because you knew you messed up. And the Dolphins know they messed up in trading Jay Ajayi. So the Eagles are the receivers of this good fortune the Eagles are the guys that come out with a franchise running back. And would I like to see an offensive tackle? Sure. Would I have liked to see more depth on the line? Sure. Who wouldn't? But it don't always work that way. This is kind of the argument I've had with people or discussion where it's like, well, we need offensive linemen. We need a tackle. We don't need a running back. We don't need a receiver. Yeah, you don't. But if somebody's going to give you one that's better than what you have, you don't turn it down because it still betters your team. And that's what the Eagles did. And Howie Roseman deserves high praise for it. High praise. I hated this guy a year ago. I couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand his face. I couldn't stand it. Now I love him. Now he can come over and eat some spaghetti with me and my family. Yeah, he can do it any day of the week. That guy is doing some good things for this team. And here's my thought on it. Howie Roseman has taken advantage of the situation of him not being an NFL insider. As these coaches and this front office look at him and judge him for not being a football guy. And even fans like myself, what he has done is outsmarted them. Because what they do, these football guys, they get stuck in their ways. They think they know all things. They think they know all the ways in which you handle front office moves and free agency and draft picks. And what that creates is a very simple, small box that they really box themselves in when it comes to making moves. So you see no trades in no trades at the trade deadline, no trades during the draft, or everything is always one way, and it's always like the same type of moves that they make. But Howie was able to think outside the box and think differently, and in ways in which these team and executives have never thought. So he's been able to take advantage of that and make extra moves and make better moves and make double moves and think 3 moves ahead of time. And that has created these situations where you get Carson Wentz, where you trade Sam Bradford for, in essence, Derek Barnett and Jay Ajayi. Okay? That's because he's outsmarting them, because they're single-minded thinkers. They're not thinking for themselves. NFL executives think like NFL executives. They all think alike, they all talk alike, and they're always alike. Now Howie is thinking outside the box, and he's been able to take advantage of that. And you watch and see how many times teams will start to do things he does because they see it work, and then everybody will be doing it. But right now, he's taking advantage of that situation. Jim Johnson did that when he came over to Dallas from Miami, and he was able to do things within the draft that took advantage of the old guard of thinking. And Howie is doing that too. He deserves credit. Definitely deserves credit. So, where do I think the Eagles lie now that they got Ajayi? So, here's how I see it. The Eagles, my boys, what is this lady doing? What the hell is this lady freaking doing? Here she is. She's back again. Let your dog poop in people's yards. Stop letting people. Stop pooping in people's yards. What the hell's that dog making noises? The dog's making all weird noises. The dog wants to mate. The dog needs a mate and pooping in people's yards. Get it the hell out of here. I can't stand these stupid dogs. Sorry. Almost fell over. I get so mad. Anyways. Where the hell was I? I don't know. It's getting quiet now. Trick-or-treating and all that stuff. I took the kids. They went out, they like it. They like to knock me. All right, you trick or treat, you doing all right, yeah, you doing all right, give me candy, all right, yeah. But then they have to pay taxes. They have to pay candy taxes to daddy. Dang right. But trick-or-treating's different than it was back in my day. In my day, there was like haunted houses. People were like scary. There used to be scary things. Now it's not so scary. And you know, the other thing is you can't go out. Your kids, they can't go out without parents because of this crazy world. They can't go out and trick or treat like I used to. Well, I was like 10 years old, 11 years old. Me and my friends would trick or treat. You know, and even when I was a little older, we used to go around and make sure that little kids didn't get their bags snatched from high school kids. And we would stop them, and we would pound on the high school kids, even if we were in high school. We didn't allow that. We were the protectors. You see what I'm saying? But no, not today. Not today. They take your kids, and you never see them again if you let your kids trick or treat by themselves. It's crazy. It's a crazy world. A lot of you youngins, you're gonna have to learn that when you get older. Right now, you don't have a worry in the world. One day, you'll be worried like me. It is what it is, because that's what it is when it is what it is. You see? Man, garages. I'm swimming in the garage. One of my most scary experiences in life. Happened in a garage. No kidding. A couple weird things. There was a time period in my life where, probably about 5 years ago, where all these weird things started happening. I guess I'm talking about it because it's Halloween, so forgive me. But I'd never forget, me and my wife were cleaning our garage, and we had our little one, my oldest one now, but she was little at the time. She was in there playing on her little bike as we were cleaning, and there was this like little closet where the water heater was, and this is Florida, and the door came open, and all of a sudden I look at my daughter, and she's just walking back. She just keeps walking back. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? She's just walking back. And she was scared. There was something. I looked in there. Nothing. There was nothing in there. So anyways, the day went on, whatever. And we finished cleaning. I went in the house, my wife's in the house. I went and took a shower. And I come out of the shower, my wife goes, "Oh my God, you weren't out in the garage?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Well, somebody was just calling my name and her daughter's name, but it was your voice." I'm like, "Well, I was in the bedroom." No, are you sure? I'm like, "Yeah." So I go out in the garage. This is a true story now. This ain't bull. I go in the garage. So I'm in the garage, and it's cold. It got real cold. And I don't know. It was just something wasn't right. And now this is true. If this is my story. This is what happened. If people don't want to believe this, or people don't like it, or people don't like what I'm gonna say, it's my story. This is the truth. This is what happened. Believe it or not, take it for what it was. But all of a sudden, I was like, I don't know what's going on here. And all of a sudden, I swear to you, I got thrown across the room. I don't know what it was, but I got thrown across the garage. And I hit the ground, and I turned around, and I felt like something was like closing my throat, like something like, you know, Darth Vader, like that. And all I could think to say was, "Jesus, help me." And all of a sudden, just hear a bang, 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 bang. Gone. I could breathe and know what the hell that was. Scared the hell out of me. It got even worse than that. That for like 2 days, it was like poltergeist in my house after that. For like 2 days. I don't know if I should get into the rest of the story, but it was crazy. I thought I was gonna like pass out because I couldn't breathe, and that was like the last word that I could get out. It was really crazy. And then all this weird stuff started happening. I saw UFOs. I saw a green UFO. I was driving and I watched a green ball coming like, I don't know, 1,000 miles an hour, so fast, and all of a sudden it slows down, and there was a road that I was on, and the road it was just going east, and this thing slows down, turns above the road, and unbelievable. It was crazy. It was absolutely nuts. Then like the last really weird thing, and there's a lot of weird things in between, but I was sitting at home and my 2 daughters were with me, and they heard it. They heard this. This wasn't like delusional Philly 500 is a delusional crackpot. It wasn't like that. It was like all of a sudden my phone goes off. A voice comes out of my phone and it says, like in a scary voice too, it says, "Don't bother locking the doors. You're next." And I just looked at it, and I looked at my kids, and they're looking at me, and I said, "Did you hear that?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "What did you say?" And they said, "I said, don't bother locking the doors, 'cause you're next." And I said, "What?" "Don't bother locking the doors, because you're next." I didn't know what to do. I freaked out. True story. Started doing it again. The only thing I knew to do, because it's how I was raised, was to pray. And I prayed, and that never happened again. It stopped. Boom. Done. Boom. Stop. Crazy. Why am I telling you all this? I have no idea. It's Halloween, I guess. It was pretty scary. I've seen a lot of weird things. Within a few years span. And I can say this. All of it has brought me to one conclusion. And basically I found my religion because of all that stuff. And that's the way it was. It scared the crap out of me. Scared me straight, right? Scared me straight. And that's what happened. Pretty crazy. But you don't think those stuff can happen, but it can. I watched that stupid show Paranormal Activity where birds were hitting people's houses. When I was going through all that stuff, after getting thrown in the garage, I had all these birds hitting my house. Bah, 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 bah. Not kidding you. Birds on the floor, outside in the yard. So all that stuff on TV and stuff, it comes from somewhere real. Seriously, think about it. It comes from somebody. Somebody just don't make that up. That comes from something that happened to somebody. That's what I think. Anyways, those were pretty scary. I seen a couple UFOs. I saw a big triangle about 2 months ago. A big black triangle. It looked like a hang glider right above my house. Not that high. And totally silent, and just went right by. It's like, what the hell is that? Now, I think that is military. I don't believe that's like some little green man. Oh, bah, bah, boom. But I'll tell you this. There's few things that scare me. Now, one, snakes. I hate snakes. Scared to death of snakes. Airplanes. Scared to death of airplanes. Feet. I don't like feet. I just don't like them. And I also don't like when it comes to like UFO abduction, alien abduction stuff, scares the crap out of me. Just the idea that you wake up helpless scares me. Now, it doesn't happen to me, but that would bother me. That would bother me. Those little beady-eyed little bastards, I'll punch one of them so hard, I swear, I'll put my fist through their face. And then you have What else? I don't like anything with like demonic possession. Scares the hell out of me. That scares me because I think that stuff's real. And then that's I guess that's pretty much it. Really, I can't think of anything else. Like the Freddy and that stuff like that crap that just like makes me laugh. That don't scare me. But that UFO abduction, alien abductions, those VDI little bastards, the like demonic possession. I don't like that stuff. That scares me because I think that stuff there's something to it. Anyways, I don't know why I'm telling you. I was gonna talk about this anyways. I guess something to this effect, but I just don't know where this. I don't know where this video ever goes when I'm smoking a stogie. I just do it. So yeah, so it's interesting crap. Anyways, yeah, I don't know where this is gonna go. That's why this video is so kind of cool, because I just flow. I like just going. But I'll tell you what, my stogie is getting low. So because it's Halloween, we're just rapping here. We'll just light up another one. What do you say? You want to light up another one? Let's light up another one. After all, it's Halloween. See? This isn't plastic peel. This is tobacco, nothing goofy. So when we look at the Eagles, get back to the Eagles. When you look at the trade, okay? When you look at the trade, I see today, after the trade deadline, I see two big winners in the NFC. I think the Eagles won today big with Jay Ajayi, and I think the Seattle Seahawks won, getting Brown from the Houston Texans. I think that those are your big winners, you know? I think Seattle got better. I think the Eagles got better. So I have the Eagles. Then I have the Seahawks. Then after 1 and 2, I see a drop off. I see, you know, you have the Rams, and then below the Rams I have the Saints, and then you have the Falcons, and then you have a whole cluster of guys in the NFC battling for something, you know. But that's kind of how I see it. So the Eagles and the Seahawks definitely are stronger today because of it, in my opinion. Now, if I had to give you my top 5 running backs, or yeah, we'll say top 5. I'm going to tell you who my top 5 running backs in the league right now are. Now, we're going to not count injury. We're going to just look going into the season and what I think, if everybody's healthy, my top 5 is this. At number 1, I have Le'Veon Bell. I think Le'Veon Bell is an absolute stud. Total stud. I love the guy. Great running back. He's number 1. Then I would say David Johnson is number 2. He's hurt, but I love his all-around production. Then at number 3, I hate to say it because he's from a satanic realm, the fruit of the loins of Satan, Dallas Cowboys, Zeke Elliott. I have Zeke Elliott ranked 3rd in the league in backs. I do. Now, right now, today, I have Shady McCoy number 3. I still think Shady has a year or 2 left. And right now, I have Shady at 4. Shady's my 4th. So I have Bell 1. Number 2, I have Johnson. Number 3, I have Elliott. Number 4, I have McCoy. And that leads us toward number 5 running back. Now, there's 2 guys that I have right in the 5 range. Okay? It could almost be like 5A, 5B. But before the season start, I had this guy number 5, so I'm going to keep it. And that is Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi is my 5th ranked running back in the league. Very close tie with Jordan Howard in Chicago. I love that kid. So I have Jay Ajayi as the 5th best running back in football. At 24, I have him as the 5th best back. Okay, so in my opinion, the Eagles acquired the top 5 back today for a 4th round pick. Are you kidding me? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Jeez, this is a long video. Actually, I might take the Halloween stuff out. I haven't decided yet. I don't know what to do, but people are just gonna have to listen or fast forward, I guess. But it is what it is, right? Yeah, so I have Jai 5th, and I think what he does for Carson Wentz now is going to only help Carson Wentz's number. It's going to help those receivers. I mean, defenses have to legitimately prepare and plan against the Jai. They're going to have to bring men up. They're going to have to worry about, and it's going to open things up down the field. This is a great move by Howie Roseman, my executive of the year. You know, and I don't worry about all the other bullcrap. The Eagles have significantly got better. Now, I know there's a lot of people who worry about, well, we didn't get tackle, we didn't get this, we didn't get that. Well, you get what you can get. You get what you can get. And what you got today was a stud running back. There was a lot of talk that Frank Gore was going to be the guy that the Eagles were trying to get, and they probably were. But I'd much rather have Jay Ajayi, because Jay Ajayi is 24 years old. Sorry, I need a drink. Yeah, so it's a pretty incredible day. Pretty incredible day for this Eagles. I'm telling you, man. I can't tell you enough how excited I am for this team. This is a win. The Eagles won the day. Biggest trade of the day, Philadelphia Eagles. Second biggest trade of the day, the Buffalo Bills. The biggest losers of the day, the Dallas Cowboys. And you know what's so funny about the Cowboy fans are, as the trade deadline passed, they start trying to say that they acquired Shady McCoy, right? There are rumors on Twitter and everything, because the Cowboys cannot deal, and the Cowboy fans especially, they cannot deal when somebody else makes a better move or a big move and it's not them. They think that everything is about them. They think that they get everything they want. They think they're owed everything. They think everybody owes them a limit. Nobody owes them nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. So, you know what? The hell with Dallas Cowboys. I can't wait to take this team out. Now, as far as when Ajayi gets there, here's what I see happening. I think Jay Ajayi will go, first game I see, 6 to 10 plays that the Eagles install for him to use and to do. So he'll come in, he'll get some plays, he'll get some reps, but I think that'll be about it. I don't know what else they could give him. Then what I think will happen is you'll have a bye week, and he'll get more plays, he'll get more work during a bye week, learn a playbook. And then when he plays Dallas, his carries and his play is going to significantly go up. I think he'll go to almost, best case scenario, I think he goes to almost 50-50 with Blunt in terms of what they get work-wise. Then after the Dallas game, I expect him to get more and more. And by the last 4 games of the year, I expect him to be holding most of the workload. And what he's going to do for this team, when people see what he can do, especially the guy who can run outside, he can run inside, he can catch the ball, they're going to be loving him. Philly fans are going to love this guy. I'm telling you. This is big time, big time, big time. So We got to enjoy this. This is definitely a victory. This is definitely a win for us. I'm excited. I'm proud to be an Eagle fan right now. I hope you all are too. It's a very exciting day, very good day. It's a stunning move, a stunning move. Now, I wanted Shady McCoy all off season. I talked about getting Shady at the trade deadline. There's videos on it. Now, if you would have said back then, look, you could have Shady or Jay Ajayi, which one would you want? I would have said Jay Ajayi. Not because I don't love Shady, but because of his age. Because of his age. So, you know what? It is what it is, right? But we got the guy I didn't think we had a chance. I thought Shady would have been an easier way. Or easier, there would have been many more opportunities to get Shady for about a 4th round pick. Is about what I thought Shady was worth. But they got a 24-year-old instead. So big move, man. I think that all Eagle fans, this is what I'm going to say. He's going to wear 36, Brian Westbrook's number. Personally, I don't know why Westbrook's number is not retired or being held back with Shady, because to me, I still think Brian Westbrook was tad above Shady in the Eagles history books. I know Shady had more yards, but Brian Westbrook was big time, man. Shady would have broken everything if he would have stayed a couple more years. That's for sure. Maybe even one more year. But what are you gonna do? So get ready, buckle in. This is gonna be one hell of a ride. You deserve it, Eagle fans. We deserve it. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. This is a long video. I'm gonna go finish my stogie and post this. Should I post the whole thing? Should I just cut out the Halloween part? I don't know. I'll probably just post the whole thing, and you can like it if you don't, dislike it if you don't, whatever. With that, take care. Talk to you later, and don't be a dingbat.